All right. Let's go to the HR office and meet T.O. Shaw. Forget, boss. Each weapon or spell has a different frenzy. Holding the button, and bam! Out come the big guns. Stop repeating everything, Harriet. It's really getting on my nerves. I was there for the tutorial, remember? Yes, you say that. But then you don't always listen. I was there. Oh, it's hold L first. There's the spin to win. No. Am I gonna answer this phone, or is someone gonna answer this phone? It's been going off this whole time. Sword, a Sword. Jump and dive at lightning speed. The twin blades are unleashed in a wave of steel. I need to keep a projectile, so I gotta keep the fire arrow, which means I have to get rid of the behemoth. Oh, I forgot I have weapons. I thought that they were all in a different thing. The Behammereth. We all have bad days at work, and Death particularly hates when people take him for an idiot. Edbert Behammer, okay, for example, was one of the mail department's best managers, but he had the annoying tendency to push the envelope a bit too far. If a colleague was talking too loudly, rather than simply asking them to quiet down a bit, he jumped straight to beheading them. He was big into body language. Got it. Sword. Death is... Or is it Sword? Death is a real history buff, though he doesn't like to admit it or even talk about it. But just one look at his magnificent collection of trophies will tell you all you need to know about his interest in history's most noteworthy characters and events. Medieval times were a non-stop procession of alliances and epic sagas. Death took rare delight in the idea of welcoming Eleanor of Aquitaine to the land of the dearly departed. Fire arrow. During his studies at the old Cornell University, got it, where undead entities learned to bend space and time to their own will, Death picked up his first pit book, in which he enters all his arcane creations. The first of these concepts became the fire arrow spell. This spell really turns up the heat on the battlefield. Oh, you're a shop guy, huh? Never mind, you are O'Shaw. Oh, sir, you finally decided to step out of your office. Work at Death Inc. goes on with or without you. I'll spare you my own thoughts on the matter. Your absence hasn't stopped the sorrows from going above and beyond. We've got our work cut out. Curses, for example, if you remember. Assaulting an employee costs the company money. Minions, too. When it comes to it, curses can help with that. Or with that look. Or with that look. Choose a bonus. Oh. And my axe. I mean, I'm picking that one just for the name, but I also gain 15 extra health and spells deal bonus damage. No, we're gonna get the axe. Cobb days to you, sir. Curses. Curses grant you passive advantages. There are abilities that influence your gameplay. They are ranked in 3 categories in accordance to the main pillars of Death Inc.'s business philosophy. Red for daring, which relates to scythe and cloak attacks. Green for excellence, which involves spells and mana. And blue for innovation, which has to do with useful matters like healing, defense, etc. Curses are categorized by common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. Rank, blah, blah, blah. You can choose, yada, yada. Watch out, some curses come with a penalty. But mine does not. Okay. So now we have Mr. OSHA. Why didn't I think of that? I thought it was Shaw, like a leader, like a king, you know? But it's OSHA, as in, yeah, okay. Health and Safety Inspector. I thought they were HR, Human Resources. Same thing? Tony O'Shaw has never once smiled in his life, and he's not about to start now. Well, okay, he does smile sometimes, but only on those rare occasions when his natural cynicism bears witness to the irony of a truly scathing situation. Like when a colleague finds themselves locked in the copy room for days. Okay. Nothing new there, nothing new here. I really spent a lot of my health. It's those big guys I'm spending all my health on. Because I'm just never prepared when they pop up. Is this whole thing the tutorial? I think it is, and I shouldn't have broke that part. I should just combine these all into one thing. We're gonna go to the Solary deposit, as it's gonna teach me, I guess, how money works. This is just a very long tutorial. Work in progress, doesn't look like it. I am your boss, and you will respect me. There's another big person. Oh my gosh. Their range. I'll just do that from now on. I'm gonna see a big view. There's a phone has been going off. Y'all not. How do you climb again? Like, I feel like there's something up there. Can you only climb on certain surfaces? I thought it was jump and press X. Oh, this ain't gonna be good. Oh, come on. Oh, guess I died. Rest in paperwork. Oh, is this a I didn't realize it was a roguelike. I thought it was just a Metroidvania. I didn't realize it was a roguelike. That's why he was commenting on how he already understood all of this stuff. I should have known when I had those options. Oh, man. I've just now unlocked Death. Death, CEO and co-founder of Death Incorporated. This entity was created from the deepest void, and the person known as Death has been around since the dawn of time. Many people suggest that such a role may be better attributed to a woman. However, in keeping with the usual interpretation of the character in popular fiction, Death prefers to identify as a man, even though Death does not have a gender. His work in the universe started out as a small family business, peacefully reaping soul after soul. Kill one time? After soul in the time-honored tradition of ancient passing rites. Those were the good old days. Back then, Death didn't worry about mundanities such as turnover or outsourcing. Locked a new weapon. It's not in here. Attempt number 1. Oh, wait. Pump Quinn. Of course your name is Pump Quinn. I get it, it's Pumpkin, but you probably shouldn't have Pump as your name. Boss, oh boss, I'm so pleased to see you. And you've got your pit book with you. Isn't it adorable? Do you know your pit book notes everything down for you? Just press a button and you're done. It really is very cute, but I don't really like the way it's looking at me. I don't even see it, so... Pump Quinn, production and management intern. Got it. Ever since childhood, Pump, don't like that her name is Pump, I'm gonna call her Quinn, has been a big fan of Death's career. Their room at their parents' house is plastered with posters of Death Inc.'s founder at the height of his power. It also contains a collection of merchandise of all types, from the most common to the rarest of limited edition collector's items. A graduate of the Sepulchral School of Eternal Vanity Management, or SESVM, Quinn had their sights set on an internship at Death Inc. Thanks to a lot of determination and insistence, Quinn found a place managing the agenda of Death's himself. This news made it the second greatest day of their non-life, because pumpkins aren't alive. I don't know what this is. An upgrade tree. Okay. These are all the cards I found. This is Joe, because Joe is down so much coffee. Boss, boss, boss. Good morning or evening, whatever. Not important. Sorrows are out of control. Quotas have risen astronomically. I'll spare you the details. You got a few ingots to spend? Let's do this real quick before I kick the bucket. Oh, and how's the family house life? Oh, no, and how's the family house life? Because you're coffeeed up and talking quickly. A shake spear, really? Okay, so I have 28 of these. Is this stuff permanent, or is this stuff that I lose when I die? I think this stuff should be the permanent stuff. I won't lose this stuff when I die. That's why it's in this shop. Right? An ode to elegant, but mostly to sharpness. It's only one, I might as well buy it, right? Food? Old pizza crust? GMO chicken Jacoa. Pump's lunchbox? Death Burger trademark? And the Union Strike? Oh man. Okay. That just recycles through. Really great investment, boss. Okay. Management and store appraisal. Each time you explore the company, it grants different performance bonuses at the end of the game. You can also earn precious ingots to invest, death inks, unlock, yada yada, and even juice your contracts. You can also make good deals by meeting certain conditions specified in the menu by Joe. So it doesn't tell me if those are permanent or not. That's some new equipment, extra weapons. Yeah, I'm guessing no, they are permanent. So Joe, office manager. This is what happens when you drink too much black coffee. In fact, the coffee Joe drinks is now so strong it once got him in a chokehold. Well, not the coffee itself, of course, but rather the sugar lump he likes to dip in it to warm himself up. Since he's incapable of focusing on anything for longer than a second, he accidentally mixed up his usual cube of sugar with a stock cube that expired 3 years ago. Okay. It's nice. Where's my shaken spear? Hey, where's my Shakespeare? Oh, did I unlock it and now it's in the pool of weapons? I don't have it. CEO's office, where it all ends. This is the nickname Death Inc.'s employees have bestowed upon the CEO's office. Despite the countless number of complex criteria customers' souls have to meet to have a nice death, the final decision ultimately belongs to Death himself. He has to give his authorization, approving their damnation with his enchanted seal and muttering a short, solemn phrase that is known to him and him alone. But recently, monotony has crept into the usual protocol. Okay. Hang on, what is that? I don't remember the voice I gave. I gave Death. Surprise, Mr. CEO, sir. I'm delighted to announce that Miss Muriel, the Reverend, is working on an evolving pictorial series. Come now. And did Muriel provide any information about her work? Oh, yes, of course, Mr. CEO. Sir, this time her subject is, the oneronious, no, onerousness. I don't know what that word is. Onerousness of work. Oneronious is what I had said first. Apparently, she's inspired by your brush with burnout. Sigh. The more difficult it is, the more epic and representative of the hard work you do her creations become. This is the Breakdown series. Note here the contrast between the richness of sculptured altar and the simplicity of this. Sorry, the mic is blocking my view of the words, so give me a sec. Okay. Sculptured altar and the simplicity of this barely scribbled upon post-it. Fascinating. That's a post-it? That's big. Imminent breakdown. Difficulty, imminent breakdown? Just another normal day at Death Inc. Chaos reigns, and you're already dreaming of your next vacation. Hi? Oh, you're Jocelyn. Her name is Muriel because she's building a mural. Boss, well, I am glad to see you again. Yes, it's nice. It's so nice to catch up. But let's skip the small talk, shall we? In accordance with Bulletin B66, you may not access the elevator until you sign a form. Make that face. Rules are rules, so let's go. Choose your contracts. Kill 30 enemies in under 2 minutes. Lose, take 20 damage. Gain 5. Okay, well, give me a sec. Is there anything else over here? No? Jocelyn's contract's an offer you can't refuse. Oh, Jocelyn isn't added to my... Oh, there we are. Jocelyn, the Flux Logistics Manager. Jocelyn began her career as the second ever Death Inc. employee. Every time it trips me up because they have to say Death, Inc. period. And I don't know why that's tripping me up. She was hired right after the cloak. I hired my own cloak? Was I naked when I started the company and then I had to hire my cloak? Can you believe it? She was initially hired as the Hourglass, but her formidable efficiency soon saw her rising through the ranks. The CEO promoted her to the role of Water Clock. Huh? And then, after numerous negotiations during which Jocelyn demonstrated her hunger to succeed, she became Flux Logistics Manager. In plain English, this means her essence controls the network of Death Inc.'s elevators. It goes without saying that she is single-handedly the heart and soul of the whole company. Well, although she is a bit scary, Jocelyn has always put this trait to good use. Thanks to the right training and a big smile, your elevator phobia is now a thing of the past. Okay, now that I understand how the game works, I just thought it was a Metroidvania. What's in here? Why is Muriel Edna mode? Renovation, inspiration, architecture, art, passion, imminence. Reverend, I just want to talk to you about... Silence! You're breaking her concentration. No, it doesn't work like that at all. You've interrupted her focus. She's displeased with you. Why have you deigned to interrupt her? Can we talk business and discuss the office renovation, Reverend? Once and for all? Undoubtedly, but remember that her works of art are not yours to place whenever... Are you talking about yourself in the... Whenever you like. You must also honor the terms of each order in gold ingots. In ingots? Good grief. Well, at least you have your head screwed on. The intern doesn't like when I name pumpkins? Okay. Break room? Office Reno. So it's just me buying things that they're going to place around the office. Got it. Muriel, artist, painter, and performer. On Earth, Miss Muriel the Reverend. Note, despite the excellent research abilities of Death Inc.'s archive team, we are unable to confirm whether that's actually her real name or perhaps some fanciful nom de plume. Was a highly controversial artist who caused quite the stir in the gossip rags wherever she went. Each of her works was so controversial that they all, without fail, ended up causing some sort of argument. While intellectuals came to blows on TV sets, Muriel simply went on smiling her enigmatic smile. Her rare contributions were limited to a few maxims of her own creation, which proved to be as cryptic as they were convoluted. CEO's office. We already have CEO's office. Oh, but now we have the next paragraph. Employees from Death's closet circle are permitted to come and go in the CEO's office as they please. Joe realized he was wasting too much time talking to Jocelyn, spelled differently here than it was earlier, in the morning, so he got permission to set up an area out of the large office to store all his statistical data collecting instruments. Death doesn't care. He's long past caring about protocol. He hasn't even tried to figure out how Pump Quinn, as his lowly intern, manages to move freely throughout his most private and top secret floor of Death Inc. Yeah, I don't think the intern should have free reign. Oh, hi. It's Harriet. Come on, boss. On a scale of 0 to 5, how on fire are you? I'd say a tepid 2.5, perhaps a toasty 3. And I think I've given him a voice, a different voice every time. That's why I don't do voices, I forget. Then let's crank the thermometer up to 10. Come on, let's break in your brand new weight room. Why don't you give us the guided tour? Hey, hang on a second. Have you turned my torture chamber into a gym? Don't you think that's going a bit too far? Waste not, want not, boss. This room is designed for you to train with the equipment you've chosen to invest in. Each time you buy a scythe, cloak, weapon, or even a spell from Joe, you can come straight here to try it out on my assistant. Ta-da! Claudie! Oh. Disc scythe? Scythe? Premium, that's Twinsy, and then Sickles. So these are ones I already own. 100% chance applies premium. Heals them in hand. Do I actually own these? They don't change the look. Oh, this is everything. I can test everything. Hey, Claude. Yes, all right. I'll be careful with your shirt. And your moccasins. Claude, accounting assistant. When he was alive, Claude Isco. I'm trying to think. What's the joke here? Claude Isco. Just go. I get the disco part. What's the claw? Claw disco. I think it's just the disco part. Claw disco. Worked as a credit analysis analyst for a small company that made stage costumes. Its biggest client was a drag queen production company. Sorry, that made it seem like they were making drag queens. I'm assuming that means they're making, costume. They're making the costume. Okay. After 30 years of loyal accounting service, far removed from the glitz and glamour, Claude ended up passing away during his very own retirement party. The mirror ball hanging over the dance floor came loose and landed smack bang in the middle of his skull. Nowadays, his grave is a constant wash of hundreds of colors, and his epitaph a perfect reflection of who he was. May you find your way to Paradisco. Paradisco. Wait, where did you go? Claude. Wait, where did Claude go? I accidentally moved off of it, and now I can't read the rest of Claude's... Claude's gone. Wait, what happened to Claude's entry? I pressed the wrong scrolling button and now Claude's just gone. I don't know why Claude has vanished. Okay, but that's... Don't worry, this time it's all overboard. Above board. Claude has consented to being your sparring partner. I've trained him to steel himself against your attacks. Don't be afraid to really let loose. Don't forget to stay 100% corporate, 100% disco. I don't know why Claude's entry vanished. Okay, now we're done. And we can do a second run now that I understand how this game works. So I'm gonna end this one here and add this to the previous one as it was all the tutorial and I had no clue. Yeah. And then we'll get started and see, it caught me. This is not at all what I thought the game was. And I love roguelikes, but I didn't think it was a roguelike. I thought it was like a story. There's obviously some kind of story. I thought it was like just a chill story game.